It's time to continue our Toastmasters Club meeting already. I hope you enjoy your break, you enjoy the snack in your fridge and some drinks, right? And now let's go for the prepared speeches. Today we have 3 prepared speeches for you. Let's go with the first one. Our first speaker is a new Toastmaster. He became a member in at Lam Thong Toastmasters Club only a few months ago, and now he's on his way to becoming a better speaker. Today he is doing his evaluation and feedback project. His personal evaluator is Competent Toastmaster Chok Chai. So Competent Toastmaster Chok Chai, could you tell the objective of this project to the audience, please?
Toastmaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen. The objective of this project is for the member to deliver speech in any topic and receive feedback. This is the first speech. He will receive feedback and he will apply the feedback in the second speech soon. Time around 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster of the day, please.
Thank you, personal evaluator Toastmaster Chok Chai. The speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes long. At 5 minutes, I will show the green background. At 6, yellow. At 7, red. And the speaker has 30 seconds after the red sign to conclude his speech. Today, Toastmaster Paul is going to give a speech. The project is Evaluation and Feedback. And the title of his project today is Loopholes and Ability. Loopholes and Ability. Please welcome Toastmaster Paul.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Pipat. I appreciate it. Once upon a time, on a beautiful Mexican beach, there was a foreigner walking along. And in the distance, he saw a native, a Mexican guy, bending down and picking something up and throwing it into the ocean. And he was just driven by curiosity. And so he walked over to him and he asked him, "What are you doing?" And the native, he smiled, right? This beautiful Mexican smile in this sunset time of this beautiful beach area in Mexico. And he picks up a starfish and he throws it into the ocean. And the other guy, he says, "Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?" And the native said, "Well, when high tide comes up, all of the starfish wash up onto the shore. And when low tide goes, it's that all of the starfish die on the beach. And so I'm saving these starfish." And the foreigner looks down at the starfish. He looks up and down the beach. And he imagines the hundreds of miles of Mexican beach. And he says, "How can you possibly make a difference? There must be millions of starfish here." And the native, he smiles. And he bends down and he picks up another starfish. He throws it into the ocean. And he says, "Made a difference to that one." And so, to me, making a difference is one little tiny thing at a time, one person at a time. And my starfish is education. Each of my students. In Cambodia, 30 years ago, there were 1 million people killed. And it was just because they were part of an intellectual group. There were babies that were killed on palm trees because of the sharpness of the leaves. And if you talk to every educational expert, every analyst, every historian, and look for 5 factors of why they rebuilt so quickly in 30 years, is that education is one of them always. And so in Korea, you have the fastest growing city over last 50 years in human history. You have the US startup culture in its 4th generation of startup support in all of the companies that they're building. And so my point is that the world is changing and moving so quickly. And so there's a guy, his name is Jordan Peterson. He's a very famous psychologist and much smarter than me. And he said, make something better everywhere you go and wherever you go. And so it's picking up a cigarette butt on the street. It's teaching a kid how to ask some questions. It's joining this group and making my university students come with me. Because we exist in a world with limitless opportunities, exponential with the internet in a way that it's never been before. There are loopholes and there are abilities. It's that everything that we do, any kind of person of talent, we can get to a certain stage of our life and we're able to help somebody else then. Because that's the goal of competence. After that, we understand that this world exists with so many giant budgets. And I wanted to tell the joke before. It's how do you talk to a giant? And the joke is you use very big words. And so with these big words, you create systems in and you build loopholes to try to help somebody with a network, a skill, a talent, an opportunity, anything. Because 1,000 years from now, people will look back and they will look for 2 things: authenticity and ability. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paul, for your speech. Next one, we have a second speaker. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Thomas. And his personal evaluator today is Distinguished Toastmaster Tanu. So Distinguished Toastmaster Tanu, could you tell his objective to the audience, please?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. This project is about connect with storytelling. Connect with the storytelling. The purpose of this speech